Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Scott here, and today we're going to be building the Lakers based off of Frank Vogel's system. Frank Vogel recently had his opening press conference with the Lakers, and he talked a little bit about what he wants his offense and defense to look like. He said that his offense is an analytics-based approach that uses the three-point line, which creates a strong basket-attacking team. Then he said he believes defense starts in the paint and that it should be built inside to outside. Based on everything he said in this press conference, a lot of the things align with the Lakers roster and what their needs will be this offseason. He clearly has an insistence on creating space offensively and protecting the basket, which further emphasizes the Lakers' needs of spot-up shooters and rim protectors. As far as other needs, I would support not just their system but the personnel they have. A good shooter or two that can come off of screens as well as a big that can shoot would help a lot. LeBron James has a great connection with shooters and putting the ball in the right spot for them, which is why it's very important that the Lakers get a couple efficient shooters off screens this offseason. Then as far as bigs, not only would LeBron benefit from one that can shoot, but Ingram and Lonzo would also play great with one as well. We'll go through this offseason completely based on the order of events and look exactly how the Lakers can fill out their roster. To start off is the draft, and there's a lot of varying opinion of what the Lakers should do with the 4th overall pick. To keep it simple, the Lakers in this case will keep it and draft DeAndre Hunter, who would be a perfect fit in Vogel's system as a spot-up shooter and versatile wing defender. By keeping the pick and using it, the Lakers' cap space officially goes to $32.5 million for free agency. The first step to free agency is figuring out which cap holds they'd like to retain. Reggie Bullock and JaVale McGee combined have very cheap cap holds at a price of less than $6.5 million. Bullock's is the more imperative one to retain, as the Lakers have his bird rights and can offer him as much as they want to retain him. Keeping Bullock and McGee would help the Lakers a lot because they each fill a need. Bullock is a great shooter coming off screens, as he was in the 94th percentile in points off screens last season and shot 38% from 3 on the year. JaVale McGee is also a great rim protector and would truly be the foundation of Vogel's defense, which prioritizes the paint. After the Lakers retain their cap holds, their cap space will move down to $26 million, and they'll have to wait until after they signed all their free agents to give each of them contracts. Once free agency opens, and assuming the max free agent dream is passed, they can look to fill the rest of their needs, which are shooters, a big that can protect the rim, and a big that can shoot. The first priority would be to solidify the backup point guard position with someone experienced that also fits the system. Darren Collison is an LA native that played for Vogel between 2010 and 2012. He's a great spot-up shooter and is someone that can play off the ball or run the offense if needed. He's an all-around solid point guard that could play alongside Lonzo, as he's played alongside Corey Joseph plenty of times the last couple of years with the Pacers. He's currently making $10 million a year and will be 32 next season, which makes a $10 million one-year contract fair. This signing brings the Lakers down to $16 million, which allows them enough room to go after another shooter, which could be Wesley Matthews. Matthews can also count for the category of a shooter that can come off of screens, as he was in the 95th percentile in points off screens last season and shot 37% from 3 on the year. Matthews is also a pretty good on-ball defender for his position, which would also support Vogel's intention of two-man defenses, which wasn't something he talked about in this press conference, but it's something he's mentioned in past interviews. It might be difficult to get Matthews, as there could be a lot of minutes for him available on the Pacers, as Tyreke Evans recently got suspended, but the Lakers could maybe entice him with a $10 million one-year deal. The final little bit of money then is to fill two needs, which is a big that can shoot and protect the rim. Dwayne Dedmon is one of the few players in the league that has both these skills, which makes him a perfect fit for the Lakers. He shot 38% from 3 and is currently making $7 million a season with the Hawks, who are not a prospective playoff team, so a $6 million offer with the Lakers would be a good deal for him. This money could also go to JaVale McGee, and then Dedmon could sign for the mid-level exception, but it really doesn't matter. So after their cap space is completely used up, JaVale McGee could then sign for the mid-level exception, and then they can pay Reggie Bullock something generous like $12 million for 1 year, so that he doesn't consider other offers. To get to 15 players, they can then offer Alex Caruso and Jonathan Williams minimum deals. After the offseason, they would have filled all their needs, and they'd have plenty of depth on their roster. They'd have added 2 great spot-up shooters in Collison and Hunter, as well as 2 good shooters coming off of screens in Bullock and Matthews. Then they'd have brought back a great rim protector in JaVale McGee, as well as signed a pretty good one in Dedmon as depth, who can also be the stretch big that they needed. Their rotation could look something like this, with Lonzo, Bullock, Ingram, LeBron, and McGee starting, and then Collison, Matthews, Hart, Hunter, Kuzma, and Dedmon all coming off the bench. All in all, even if the Lakers don't sign a max free agent, it seems as though with Vogel in the room they have, they can put together a great roster for their system. Then when adding in the possibility of a jump from the likes of Lonzo and Ingram, as well as Kuzma and Hart getting their jumpers back, this is a team with plenty of talent to go deep in the playoffs. That's all I have for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more Lakers content like this, then make sure you subscribe, and drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.